Hi, welcome back. Today's video's topic is debugging in Eclipse. So we will talk about why this is so important when we are working in our project. Either it is our personal project or real-time project, whatever project you are working, why it is so important uh, and how it can help to remove bugs and error from our code. Okay, so without wasting time, let's move to our today's topic. So in today's video, we're gonna discuss these 1 to 11 all these topics and in detail. Like first we will see why we are using and where we can use them. Okay, so and one by one we can see in a practical implementation and when we gonna play with the code. Okay, so what is a debugging? First question is, what is a debugging? It is a process of locating and removing a computer program bugs, errors and anomalies. Okay, so this is just bookish language. If you wanna prefer this, you can go through this. And the second thing is, what is the breakpoints? When you're working with when you are using debugging feature, okay, so the breakpoints is a main important thing when you are working with debugging, because when you place a breakpoints, it is pausing your execution at the number of line. If you place a breakpoint, the program execution will be paused there. Okay, we will talk about this in detail, what is a breakpoint in. So first, to use this debugging feature, I want to just set up and download the code sample, because I want to show you the all things practically, not in theoretically. Okay, so just go here. I have just already pushed my code here, so you can just go here to I will mention this link of repository in description. You can download it from there. Just go and click here, just click this copy button. Okay, so now it's your choice, either you want to clone this or you directly want to use in a Eclipse. So for this video, I'm just directly want to use in my video. So go to your workspace. In my case, I have already opened Eclipse, and go to files, import here, git project. Just type git and project. Here two options you will you will have two options: project from git, and project from git is with a smart import. I don't want a smart import, so I will go import project from git and next. Okay, now existing local repository or clone URI, I want to go with clone URI. And if you have this link copied, it automatically come here. Okay, and here the username and password I don't want to give here, because I don't have not set any password for this or my repository passwords. It will automatically clone or import in the project. Okay, no need of giving password and all. Okay, so now next. Yeah, okay, now the main thing is I have two branches here, main and master. If you can see here, yeah, if you can see here, master and main. Okay, so now what is the thing is, the code is which I have posted in master branch, so you need no need to select this main branch, just deselect it. Okay, and when fetching from commit, also committed tags. Okay, fetch all tags there, commit. So this is a only branch you need this. Just go to the next, and now here you are cloning this. Okay, and next here the more important thing is, you have to select this third one if another other method is selected. Okay, so just import as a general. Now next, and after that finish. Now hold for a while, it will take a project. Yeah, we have our project here, debugging sample example. If you can able to see here, just okay, debugging sample example is coming. Yeah, now just it will not automatically not run. Okay, you have to do one thing. Just go here and properties. You have to go project packet and convert into the packet forms. Okay, and Java 1.8. Okay, it is in my case is already 1.8. Okay, so apply and close. After that, it will be in a skeleton of project is in proper shape. Now it will run all the programs or code under here. So we have a lot of like packages here and a lot of code here. So when I'm just working with the code example, I will make you understand. Okay, so leave that. So the first thing is placing breakpoints and run program in debug mode. How we can do that and what is a deep breakpoints and all we will discuss in detail now. So the first thing, like, okay, we will start with hello world, debug hello world. So I think it is visible to you, or I can make it more. Yeah, okay. So this is a like simple program here, like I have initialize and declare like I equals to 10 here, and I'm increasing 100 here, like plus 100 in I value, and we are displaying, and minus, and again we are displaying. So if I can run this program as Java application, you can see the output here, like value of I the first time, because in 10 we are increasing this. Okay, so okay, now how can we place a breakpoints? Okay, so suppose I want to place my breakpoint here, okay, and I want to place my breakpoint here or here. Okay, so as you can see here, we have these dots, right? Here we are having these dots, this, and one is this, right? Yeah, this one and this one. So these are the your breakpoints. Okay, and whenever you execute, like whenever you debug your program, and the execution will first stop here and second time it will stop here. Okay, these are the breakpoints in your program, like pausing state. Okay, yeah. So come back. Yeah, now just right click and debug as Java application. If you can see here the one line here. Okay, I have to do one thing. Yeah, when you just right click and debug your program in Java application, it will ask you to, like, first time if you are doing the debugging, it will ask you to open the perspective with Java, like debugging. Just go through with that and open your debugging perspective. Okay, in my case I have already done that, so that's why it's not asking to me. So I have to go like show view breakpoints and all. So here I have to select or I have to manage them all. Okay, yeah, breakpoints came. Now show view variables and expressions, this also have to mention here. Okay, yeah, and expression and variables. Just give me a second. Yeah, now everything okay. When you run your debug, when you run like debug your program, this is a view. Like might be possible this breakpoint expression and variable come at right, like at this side, right side, and the debug come at here. Okay, this side, right? Here debug is come here, and might be possible these things like breakpoints and expression variable come at right side. Okay, so you can adjust it according to you, right? I like this, so that's why I adjust this. Okay, so now without waste time, just come to the point. So if you can see here, like if I go to the breakpoint like tab, uh, it is readable here, right? Like the first breakpoint which I have mentioned here, line number 6, it is saying here like debug hello world, this is my program name, and line number 6 main method, right? Debug hello world, line number 8, and main method. The whole information like which you are selecting, like which you are place a, where you are place a breakpoint and how many breakpoints are here. You can just remove the breakpoints from here, like disable, you can disable it, remove and remove all, select whatever you want to do, you can do it. Or either you can remove all the breakpoints like this. It will ask you like if you want to remove it, and you can remove it. Okay, yeah. So I don't want to remove, my program is running already in a debug mode. Now the most important feature is, like, first we will discuss, like we have a 4 buttons, right? And first shortcut here, first is F8, second is F5, and third is F6, and fourth is F7. So in we are select here resume and step into, step over, and return. Okay, so first we will talk about most simple one, it is F8. So yeah, give me a second. Yeah, first we will talk about f8. So suppose you are placing like multiple breakpoints here in a program, and you want to use your f8. What does mean by your f8? F8 means if your program is execute, like if your program is paused at line number 6, you can see this line, right? Stopped at line number 6, right? So if I click this f8, the execution came here, right? And again, if you click f8, you don't have any breakpoint, your program will be executed completely, right? Yeah, so let me show you again. I will place one more. Okay, now if you can see here like 3 breakpoints, right? So I can go debug Java application. Yeah, if I place again f8, either you can click from your keyboard, or either you can use this shortcut. Okay, so if I click on like f8, you can see this is come here, right? If I come place f8, you can see it come here. If I can say f8, it like execution is finished, right here. Yeah, this is a general use of f8. Okay, got it? Yeah, no confusion now. Okay, so the next thing is we can discuss like control a program debugging during debugging. Okay, so let's come here and we will take another example for understanding that what it means. Like control program, we will use these all 3 functions like step into, step over, and return. So for that, let me go to the debug person. Okay, yeah. Okay, I will place one here and one here. Okay, nice. Let me remove all the breakpoint from the previous, and again I will place here and I will place here. So if you can see, I have placed the 2 breakpoints here, like in debug person program. It is like first in line number 11 and second is line number 13. Okay, now I will run this program in debug mode. Debug. Okay, you can see like execution is stopped here. So what does it mean by now? The second one, most easiest one, this one, you can, let me zoom in now, f6. Okay, what does it mean f6? Step over, it means go to the next line. So if you can see in a program is paused at line number 11. If I click f6, it will come to the line number 12. If I press again, it will come to the line number 13, again line number 14, 15, 16, 17, like this, line by line. Okay, it is a meaning of step what over. Okay, so let me execute again, and I will do one thing. I will place my one more breakpoint. So okay, yeah, you can see the program paused here, and we have completed what, f6 and f8. Okay, f6 means next line, f8 means resume to the next breakpoint. Okay, move to the next breakpoint. If you can see here, it will go to here, right? Yeah, so let me execute again in a debug mode to see more functionality. Okay, so yeah, to be completed. Now what does it mean by f6? Okay, as its name suggests, right? You can see here what is mean f6, step into. What is mean by step into? If you want to like how the program execute at line number 11, this method is got called, right, get person data. So let me make you understand what inside get person data is. It will return a list of person. Okay, and what is a person is, it's just like a polo class here, like private string, age, name, country I am taking here, and we have one constructor here, and setter and getter methods. Okay, so here what is mean, like it will return you the get person data method return the list of person object. Okay, so here we are doing what, when the execution came here, we are printing like start, and we are creating a person object, like person object, person, and we are saving into the list and returning a list, and at the end we are saying person before return. Okay, and before return. Got it? Nothing like fancy, nothing complicated, right? So it will return. So now program is running in a debug mode. So let me press this step into f5. If the execution will go inside my get person data method. So you can see here it will came get person data. So if I press like f6 now, the execution will go next line. So you can see one thing. Okay, let me show you one thing. For showing that, I will run this program again in debug mode. It is pretty interesting. Okay, that's why I have done this. Yeah, you can see now here, if I not press this F6 till now, you can see this F7 is disabled, right? If I click here, look, it is not able to click. So this is disabled, right? Why this is disabled? Now you got an idea. Okay, and now you will not forward like what is the meaning of F7. Yeah, okay, so let me click F5 now. Okay, so the execution will go inside my get person. So you can see here the execution came inside get person data, right? Yeah, now that F7 get enabled, right? Okay, yeah, that's why I just run my program to show you. Now this got enabled, right? So if I say F6 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 F6, right? So you have two way to go your like make your execution go into your debug person, right? What is the two way is, either you can say like F6 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 and this program will whole execute and go to the return, but I don't want that. Okay, so now we have F7. If I press this F7, the execution will go like get back to the debug person. If I click here, right, it came here. So this is a use of F7, and this is pretty good, right? And now you can say like F8, it will go here. You say F6, it will go next line. Or if you can say step into, it will go do this method, right? No, yeah, if you say like inside, like whatever method is called, it will go that inside method. And if you say like F7, it will come back to your like execution, right? So this is a proper flow like and use of these all four, or like yeah, these four functions, right? Yeah, so let me stop this or clear. Yeah, now what is the next thing is a use of step into, and yeah, so now you got it right, all these controls and all. Like first thing we have set up, and second thing like place breakpoints, we have understand that, and control, yeah, we understand that. Three things we already completed. Now fourth thing is step into, right? For understanding this step into, let me take you to the Eclipse and close this all and go to the project explorer and open debug person detail. So let's found debug person detail. Yeah, so we already talk about like what this will return, get person data, and what is let me make, yeah, here it's visible, right? Yeah, get person data, what it will do, it will return a list of objects, right? Person objects, and what it will do on that first object, it will return get age. Okay, so if I can run this program, what will output it? Yeah, okay, I have done wrong, you came down. Yeah, it's come down. Yeah, so now you can see the output of this program, like a start and before return and 1 and 2, right? Yeah, so what it is done, like it will return a list of object, and at a first object, on top of first object, we are getting an age. So what is a age? Like here we are getting age and we are printing this 1 2 3 and the first person, right? And age is 40. Okay, so what is the meaning of step into? So let me place my breakpoint here and one breakpoint here. Okay, so let me remove from all and place again, so it's clearly visible. So what we are doing, right? Yeah. So my first breakpoint here and second breakpoint line number 10. Okay, and let me debug is a Java application. Okay, so if you can see the execution is stopped or pause here, sorry, not stop, pause here. And what is mean by step into? Like as you can see, I have written here also, whenever we have method chaining. And what does it mean, a method chaining? Like get person, on top of that we are calling get like zeroed index, and on top of that we are calling get age, right? Yeah, we are calling this is a method chaining, right? So whenever we have method chaining and we want to debug a certain method, then we will go for a step into. What does it mean? If you not understand, we have these three method, okay, and if I directly press F5, as we know, like F5 is used for get into the method and F7 is used for get out to the method. Okay, so if I run this directly, if I say like F5, it will come into this method, but I don't want that, right? So like F7 come out. I want like my this method to be execute get age. And then how can I do that, right? So just do one thing, click, like select this method, right click, okay, and say step into selection. Okay, just say step into selection. You can see here, right, execution came into the your get age method. Cool, right? This is a pretty cool method which I found, like, yeah, and this is very useful, trust me. Okay, and just say like came back again. If you want to do this, just select and right click, say step into selection, right? Okay, so the execution came here. Okay, I will do again why it's not executed. Step into selection again. Why? Okay, yeah, program got executed actually, that's why it is not running. So debug mode, right? So just step into selection where it is, yeah, right, it came here. And if I want to go back, go back, next, yeah, and if I want to like resume, right? Yeah, done. So now the next feature is hyperlink navigation. And how it is work? Hyperlink navigation, we have a shortcut for this, and it is like pretty it is like not pretty, like same to the step into selection. I don't found more use of this hyperlink. It is a like same use, because we are using like step into selection by right click and say like run by step into selection, and we don't have any particular button or shortcut for it. So let me show you. Run as debug, and for doing the navigating like hyperlink, just select this one, right, and do one thing, control and alt and click this. The execution came here, right? So if you want to play with hyperlink, we have a shortcut, control alt click. What it is, let me leave, let me write for you here. Control, right, plus alt plus click. Okay, this is the thing. Okay, you have to, if you want to work with hyperlink, so leave this. You can remember this if you want to go with the hyperlink. So just came out, okay, and came back. Okay, yeah. So what is the next thing is hyperlink, we have gonna run into line. This is also a pretty cool feature. Let me run this in debug mode. And suppose let me we have a two debug point. Okay, so let me remove this one and remain I don't want to remove this one. So suppose you have a situation, you want to pause your execution at line number 10, but you don't want to place like your breakpoint, right? So as I have written here, if I don't want to place breakpoint but want to pause execution at line number 10 or line number 7, then we go for run into line. Okay, so in that case, what does it mean and how can we use that? So suppose we have this one, right, one breakpoint at line number 7, and I want to after this I want to pause my program at line number 10. So just do this, debug as here. So just click this whole line and you can run into line. Okay, so you can see like this, your control program is paused here, right? Your program is paused here. So now next you want to stop your program, sorry, again I'm saying stop. If you want to pause your program at line number 11, you can say that right click, select the line, right click, and run to line, right? Yeah, this is the whole scenario. So now we are good with this. Okay, so what is the next thing? These are pretty cool and easy things, right? evaluating expression using inspect, execute and watch. Okay, so now what does it mean, execute and inspect? For all these things, let me, for making you understand this, we will go for another example. And what is the example? Let me clear all these things. The example is debug calculator. Debug calculator. So again you came here. Okay, yeah, you can see here in this debug calculator what we are doing here. Okay, so we have this I 10 J20, and again I we are add 1 minus 1, and we are performing some operations, add, subtraction, division and factorial. And what is a like common thing we are doing here? We are adding and we are returning, we are subtracting and returning, multiply and returning, divide and factorial. Okay, so came back. Now what I want to do, I want to place my breakpoint here and I want to run in debug mode. So let's see how can we work with inspect or execute. So suppose you want to check the value of I. Okay, what is the value of I? So just select the value, select the I and say inspect, right? And you can see here, let me zoom in if you're not able to see, the value of I is here, this 11, right? So this is a meaning of inspect. Okay, you can see the particular value or particular expression value. So here, like if you want to see like what is the meaning of now execute is, so just do one thing and one more thing in inspect. Let me show you. If you want to do this, if you want to see this value of whole like method return, add or result, right? So for that you have to place your debug where your variable should be declared and used. So I have used this, right? And I am placing my debug here. So let me select this one and say X inspect. So if you can see the output here, here clearly, right? This is a meaning of inspect. Like if you want to see the value of variables or expression or method. Okay, and this is a superset of that execute. And what does it mean by execute? So just select this and try to execute. What will be the output? So okay, execute. So if you can see here, the same thing, but it is not returning any value. In this case we are returning a value in this result. So it's pretty simple, but it is a like set of inspect only. Got it? And now we have some interesting thing here like watch. So for see that watch function or watch functionality, we have to go here. Okay, watch, where it is, watch expression. Okay, yeah, okay. So if you came here, or either you can go to the Windows and you can show view and here, okay, then you can search here other. No, it is not coming here. And where it is? Okay, yeah, got it. Watch for expression, and where it is for, we called here like watch for, like because our program is in debugging mode. And you can see here, this is a column where you can mention your expressions and all. So suppose if I say I and J, right, and if I just print or I just click, so if you can see here, let me zoom in, right? If I execute this I and J here, and so like I into J, it's 22, and the result will be show like 222. So in next case, if I want to do I minus J and minus 9, right, and whatever you want to do, the result you can expression debugging mode, you can check the result. So it does like it all mean by watch function or watch feature in debugging. Okay, so let's come out and we will continue with example. Okay, yeah, So next is show logical structure. It doesn't like end up meaning anything. Like, okay, for showing this, let me show you one thing. Debug person. So what does it mean? All is, yeah, if you can see, like I will place the breakpoint here and debug my program. Okay, so if you can see in the variables, now the thing is come like this, right? It is in readable form, right? Here it is in readable form here, right? Yeah, so if I can click here, okay, if I click here, let me come back. Okay, yeah, and okay, let me stop the execution of this program, and let me close this, and let me close the console also. Program debug person. Okay, and yeah, already place a breakpoint and debug and Java application. So why you came that yeah, yeah. So now if we have this person list, okay, get person data we already talk about, and we have map, okay, get person map, similar to the this returning a list and this returning a map. So if you can check here, right, you're not able to let here you cannot able to read in proper format, like what will be the result and all, right? So if you want to read that, uh, so what you can do, here you can do expression variables, right, got hanged. Okay, the next thing is show logical structure. Okay, so if you want to work with this feature, so logical structure, so it is not anything complicated. Okay, okay, let we have this debug person example. So open this debug person and just play a like breakpoint at line number 12 and run this as debug. So let me show you what does it mean by I think you already know that, but okay, most of the time we don't know, so we will discussing here. So here you can show like view, right, show logical structure. So if I unclick this, now it is enabled. So if I unclick this, right, you can see here it is like not in readable format, right? It is not in proper readable format what is the object inside the person list. So if I can click here, now it is in proper list, right, whatever inside the like at 0 index and whatever inside at 1 index. So we are actually changing a view and making a more readable. So it all mean by show logical structure. Okay, so and the only variable came inside like person list because I have placed the my breakpoint at line number 12. So this line number 13 which the map is coming, it's not yet executed. Okay, got it. This is a simple meaning of show logical structure. Now conditional breakpoint and head count, this is pretty interesting. Okay, so for showing this I want to open one example here, which is let me first stop this. Yeah, that is debug person detail iteration something. Yeah, and it's now came here. Okay, so if you can see here we have one for each loop here and it's executing for time, like how many, and this list of object is here, like person object is here in list. Okay, so let me show you one thing. Place the breakpoint in that line number 13. Okay, and then at is debug application. So for showing you the conditional breakpoint, just let me slide it down a little bit. Yeah, so this is your breakpoint, right? You can see here and just right click here, came down breakpoint properties, okay, and came up. Okay, let me zoom out here. Yeah, condition. Okay, yeah, so we work on this. Let me show you one thing first. If you go to this person data, okay, this is we are setting name, age and country, and I already show you the person object. We are saving name, age and country. Okay, so came back. Now this is 40 and 50. So in all these object we have this one age 50, right? So came here, I want to put my condition like at breakpoint it will stop only for a particular condition. That's why we call it conditional breakpoint. So right click, breakpoint property, condition पे check. Okay, and like if we say p dot get age, okay, not name, get age. So we can say p dot get age equals to 50. Okay, then only return true. So apply and save, and okay, apply and save and stop it and debug again. And you can see just came into the variable section, and just see here age is 50 Germany. And here also you can see first it executed, second time also to execute, and when it found the age and it will stop or pause. Okay, so it is mean conditional breakpoint. And what is mean by next one, hit count. So it is simple, just go to and right click here, you can see one option here, right? Okay, let me first remove this one whole code here hit count. So if I place here like 3, so okay, apply and close, and let me close this and run again. So it will leave like 2 iteration, and it will stop, or it will pause. It will pause on 3rd iteration. Okay, so you can see here why it is executed all. Let me check once again breakpoints and how many we are executed. Hit count 3. Then what is the problem is okay, debug as Java application. Yeah, it executed like 2 times, and it stopped at 3rd time. Okay, so if you can see the result, it is like 1 and 2, and at 3rd time it stopped here. So it is mean by hit count. Okay, so we have understand the hit count also. Now the 10th feature is exception breakpoint. This is interesting actually. So for understanding this, we will go first I will stop this. We will go at place calculator one. I think so. We will get here. Yeah, calculator one, and at division you can see like I am dividing here. Okay, yeah. So I will do one thing for make you understand here. I will pass 0. So and run it. Okay, you can see the error will came, that is java.lang arithmetic exception, because I'm dividing by knowingly I'm dividing by 0, and where it is coming inside the calculator util here because it's perform the operations here, right? So let me show you one thing. How can I stop my execution, okay, when the particular exception will raise, right? So you do one thing, remove all these, okay, and came here in breakpoint section, here in breakpoint, right? You have this option, right? Add Java exception breakpoint. So here came here, let me zoom in or zoom out. Okay, exception. Okay, yeah, arithmetic exception, or you can type like exception, so automatically it will come here like exception. So first you can say exception, or you can just want to be at a child class like arithmetic exception. So okay, now you do one thing, debug. Yeah, you can see here, right, your program got paused here because you are passing here knowingly the 0. That's why your program is stopped inside this class, because you put a breakpoint, because you put a like conditional breakpoint, sorry, yeah, exceptional breakpoint here. So if I passed here, let me stop this, and if I passed here something called 1 or 2 or something, but it is not 0. The main purpose, I don't want to pass a 0, so I will pass 10, and let me debug again, right? And the program will not stop because we not have any condition. So again, if you pass with 0 and you can run your program, sorry, debug your program, it will stop inside this. Got it? This is the meaning of this. What we say it, sorry, I forgot it. Exception breakpoint. Now the last thing on last topic of this video is use of drop frame. So make you understand, I want to take you to calculator only. Okay, so let me first stop this. Okay, yeah, and remove this also, remove all. Okay, yeah, you can see here at factorial the main important thing here to know, these lines, which lines, these ones, like 18, 17, and this 18 line. This is important to understand this particular case. So come inside the factorial and you can see here in method 38 we are calling the factorial method again till like my n will not less than 1. Okay, so I will place my breakpoint at line number 13 to so the particular case. Okay, so let me debug it. So if you can see, my program will stop here. Okay, I have not changed the condition yet, so let me pass 10 and debug again. Okay, now you can see here, and just see clearly here where at the stack trace here at method calling. So once you can see here line number 18 from the class like debug calculator, it called like calculator util dot factorial, from where debug calculator from the line number 18. I told you, right? This is important. And here like line number 13, and if you can see, if you can press here like F8 again, came here and press F8, this stack trace is increasing, and you can see in variable the number of n will be decreased because it will calculating in the factorial. So again I pressed, so like number is n equals to 2, and this stack trace is going on till line number is less than 1. Okay, so like sometime what happened, like at particular iteration, like at line number 3 or 2, like line number 4, n equals to 4 or 3, something pretty interesting happened, and you want to know that like how the code will work and how it happens, like how the particular calculation will done, like have done. So I will do one thing, I will just come here and say drop frame, where it is, yeah, drop to frame. All the iterations whatever happened previously, it will vanish from the stack trace, and again the value of n will be 4, and you can again do the like again f8, it will came again, right, and your result will become here, right? So this is the meaning of drop frame. You can use it like whenever you want to see the particular tracing. Okay, so this is all about like yeah, like debugging in Eclipse. Okay, if you have any question or if you want any help for setting this code in your Eclipse, if you having any problem, you can comment down, I'm happy to help you. Okay, so for next topic we will meet in the next video. So till then, see you, bye bye.